We do have it ready. Here we go. One of those rare 19 starts. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Cyanol Tetris to start this off. Another one. What? 2 in a row. Couple of burns. Difference between these two to start it off. This 19. Battle. Oh no. Oh boy. Neko's gonna need a long bar. He does get it. Oh. Okay, now has to go to work burning really high up. Gets that bar all the way left. Good double there. This is getting kind of scary. All right. Neko's still surviving here. There's a Tetris for Hydrant to go to 173,000, over almost 100,000 points ahead as Neko's been burning but surviving. It has been close. Oh no, misdrop of the Z piece. That's a triple. 100,000. Gonna try to build one off the bottom. So Hydrant has been cool, calm, collected, Tetrising at the 19 speeds. No problem. 245, 148. I think the one other match I personally restreamed on CTL that was a 19 start was Meme versus Chiller. $300,156. Hydrant having a pretty dang near flawless start here. 65 lines in at 326 already. 207 for Neko. Neko had that really early scare. Has been playing pretty well since then, but has had a couple misdrops here and there, so that has slowed down the pace a little bit. 358, 236. When this music plays, something epic will happen. Yeah, White Bat Audio. I was watching Tyler Tetris stream yesterday. CTL, actually, and he was very much complimenting White Bat Audio repeatedly. No sarcasm at all either, none at all. He's a very serious man, that Tyler Tetris. When he says he likes White Bat Audio, he really means it. He loves it. Oh no, we have an early top! 454. Neko, you have a chase down. You need to get to 455. Neko, you're at 361. Man, things are going so smooth there too. But Hydrant's having fun. Big old smile. That's the way Tetris should be played, with a big old smile. 410. Couple more Tetrises would do it. Laughwell set up Tetris. 434. 436. Good and steady here. That early survival being key for Neko. As a triple setup. Had to close off the well. 438. Now in a little bit of a dig. Pretty controlled here though. 10,000, 11,000 more to go. Oh, misses the spin. Now things are getting kind of dicey. Okay. Manages to get all the pieces they need there. 451, just a few more. 452, 53. There, that'll do it. Oh, wait a minute. It's a tie game there for a second. Made it all the transition to have to complete that chase down. GG's to Neko. Surviving won the match. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We go again, 48,000, 24,000, so stacks have already started differing. Hydrant with a Lombard Pencil left. The triple will bring it down. Might opt to build. No, just going to go ahead and burn down to the bottom. T-Tuck executed and a Tetris for Hydrant dude. Okay. Primal Tetris for both players, 132,000 to 170. .268, 230, really close matchup so far between these two. Neko does get the left side filled out. 269, hey now for Neko. We're 24,000, so Neko with the slight lead here. A little bit of a flip of the script from the first game between these two. Only about a Tetris lead. Simul Tetris for both players. We've had more of those than we've had hey nows. I should keep track of Simul Tetrises. 381, 375. Board starting to climb for both players. There's long bars. Almost Simul Tetris there. 400,000 to 405. About as close as you can ask for. Oh, slight misdrop there. The S piece for Hydrant. 453 to 450. We'll give Neko a chance to take the lead. 474 does take a half a Tetris lead now. Hydrant's clean. And there's a Tetris for Hydrant dude. So now they're just going to be, at this point, about a half Tetris difference between the two players. Line counts the same. They have passed the turn. 547, 507, now 531. Neko holding that still just slight lead here. Both games have been clean for the last 20 or so lines. We're getting close to transition. Is it 140 at 19 starts? I'm so used to 18 starts I sometimes forget. I think it's 140. Oh, that was a beautiful set of burns there from Neko to clean that up. Tetris 625, 606. We're at 128, 127 lines respectively. Another Tetris. Yes, 133. So yes, 140 is the transition line count for 19 to 20. Simul Tetris 674. Oh, hang of the L piece there for Neko, but can tuck something in there if they get the right piece. There's the perfect L tuck. Or J tuck rather. 701,000, 708,000. Really, really fantastic paces from both these players. from a 19 start. Those of you who are just tuning in, they have opted for 19 starts. So, yeah, these are some amazing scores. A lot of potential here for PBs, as both players are into 21. That's a center well dirty column 5 from Neko, and another 786 to 815. Hydrant just been quietly stacking very efficiently, scoring Tetrises. Has caught up and now in the lead by about a Tetris. Those tiny little burns every now and then has made a difference so far into level 23 for both these players. Yeah, it's 140 lines. Transition from 19. Another Tetris, 905,000 to 876. Looking at max outs here into 24. Maybe 25. Some burns will probably definitely make this a 25 thing for both players, but it's neck and neck. Hydrant still holding on to a tiny lead, just burns differences between the two. Hydrant looking to maybe just build 2 off the bottom and gets it. 973 to 1 million for Neko at 25. Another level 26, 1,065,000. Hydrant holding down for long, but it does get it 2 off the bottom. Now has a max out as well, but is down 2.5 Tetrises. $1 million to 1.13, 1.01 to 1.13. 27, so we are getting very close to the second transition. Looks like Nestor's Champ's Capture is doing some funny things with level 27 here on Neko's board. Those aren't a bunch of holes, folks. He's all clean. 1.168 to 1.087, so still a 1 to 2 Tetris difference. As we've hit level 28 for Neko, we are approaching the level 29. Level 29 speeds have hit. Kill screen speeds 1.248. Hydrant going in at 1.141. 116,000. That's about 3 and change Tetrises at this level. Another Tetris for Neko. Just shy of 1.3. 1.15 for Hydrant Dude. Boards are clean. Oh, Neko had a couple of misdrops there. Still has a Tetris buried. Good Tetris there. Gonna try to bring this board down. Oh, hangs the S piece. 1.385 to 1.236. Hydrant trying to make a push here. Still down 3.5 Tetrises though. Neko is clean. Stacking high. Wanting to get that bar. Sometimes he's taking really safe burns. There's a good triple. I think we're in the middle of a drought. There's a Tetris for Neko to go to 1.45, 1.29 for Hydrant Dude. Center well column 7 Tetris. 1.33, 1.46. So Neko's been maintaining this 3 Tetris lead here for most of this post. Kill screen speed. Oh, it was going to top out 1.346. Great game from both players, but look at this. Neko is in the process of topping out as well, but still has a hefty 3 Tetris lead, which they had for a long time there, so that was enough. Neko will take game number 2 in a 2-0 lead for 3, 2, 1 Tetris. We are sticking with this 19 start. That has been very entertaining so far. Game number 1, Hydrant on fire out of the gate and Neko nearly topping out, but manages to survive, and that survival made the difference as they completed a chase down into like the level 20. So like 140 or so lines. There's a couple misdrops for both players. Game number 2 went almost the distance, 1.3 to 1.2. Into like 26, 25. In this game, Neko gonna be having to do some survival way up top. Hydrant not in a position to score, but is in a position to try to bring this board down. And is doing so. 56,000, 120,000, so despite the slowdown from Neko, Neko still at the lead as Hydrant has been burning away. Hope y'all having a good Saturday. I don't know why, but strangely I keep thinking today's Sunday, which is not great. Like, I'd much rather think it's Saturday, because Saturday means I still have Sunday ahead of me. 70,000, 142,000, both players still kind of burning, but Neko's clean, has a column 4 setup, gets it! 166,000. 77,000. Hydrant burning back down to the bottom again. There's another triple. All the way down to the bottom, 87,000, 194,000. So already a 4 Tetris lead for Neko. There's a Tetris for Hydrant. Both these players kind of having a little bit of a suffer game for 19 start, but I mean, it is a 19 start. 19 starts can get tricky. There's a 3.5 Tetris lead there, back to backs almost for Neko. 250,000 to 162. We'll see if that 3.5 Tetris lead holds. That was the difference in scoring from a good chunk of the last game. Almost the entire 29 speeds was about a 3.5 Tetris difference. So all that scoring difference was made in the level 19 speeds. They pretty much held serve for most of the 29 speeds. There's a Tetris for Hydrant and a Tetris for Neko, 350 to 260. All right, Hydrant happy with getting the board cleaned up there. Beautiful burns. 288, that Tetris. 398 for Neko. So still kind of oscillating between that 4.5 and 3.5 Tetris lead. 400,000 exactly for Neko. Don't see that very often. 424. These players have about 15 lines left before the level 29 speeds will kick in. The former kill screen. Oh, Hydrant's board getting a little messy here. There's a getting it cleaned up, bringing this down. Oh, that's right. We still have like all the way to 29. Yeah, so we got plenty of time to work with here. 364, 496. Because they're already at 19 speeds, and that just goes all the way to 29. Yeah. So we've got like 240 lines at this speed, so plenty of time still to build on this lead for Neko or for Hydrant to try to make up the difference. The lead is growing right now, though. It's 5.5 Tetrises. There's another Tetris for Neko. Hydrant having to occasionally just put some holes in their board and getting things cleaned up. takes a burn and a Tetris. 484 to 663. Neko just really putting on the pace, putting some pressure on Hydrant. Hydrant has a long bar dependency, column 2, gets it filled, is set up for a Tetris. 725 for Neko, 543. Oh no, Hydrant's board. Little worse for wear here. Again, not really in danger of topping out, but just these slowdowns are going to continue to make life difficult for Hydrant to, you know, try to make up some of this difference before the kill screen speeds kick in. Neko just playing super clean Tetris right now. 824,000, 569. Hey now for Hydrant, dude. Multiple hundreds of thousands of points behind now. Fantastic game so far from Neko. Still pretty solid game from Hydrant too. Still alive, still making the best of it, but Neko just pouring on the points, staying super clean. Metzel Rio is on a 3-stream streak. Congratulations, Mets. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Tosh supporting Neko in chat. Here we go. We are into kill screen speeds. Level 29 has hit 794 to 1,075,000 for Neko. Everything can change here. This is massive portion of the game for these players, as this is where potentially someone who's far behind can make up the difference, both with scaling and also just the danger of early tops still being, I say early tops, just topping out is a thing. This is a very tough level to survive and score on. Oh, but Hydrant's not gonna be able to do anything there. Hung the long bar left. That will do it. Neko taking this one in a sweep. Level 19 matchup though. Fantastically done, super fun to watch, well played from both players. Neko is going to be your winner today. GG's. As always, it's a privilege to be able to restream you guys and to talk words. Hopefully everyone's having a good time. I know Hydrant was for a little while. Let's go ahead and get that one reported. So yeah, GG's to our players. That'll do it for that one. I did report. We can go ahead and take a look at the standings one more time before we get ready for the next match.
Scooty was cutting his nails real quick before the match. Makes sense. Nail length is quite important for rolling. It may sound like a joke, but it's not. And look at all these. Oh my goodness. Monthly Tetris, Vandy Pants, DJ Mr. Borrow, Moodoo's all clicking the button. So thank you all very much for clicking that button. Still got a lot of buttons left you can press. 20-something codes, I think 22, if my math is correct. So go do that, please. I'll say thank you. On stream. On the newly rebranded CTL stream. 161 for Blue Scooty, 122 for O. Siler with the coupon. How is it rebranded? Monthly Tetris, let me tell you. Kingsman thinks he's the naming goat, right? He named all these shows. He named all these CTL shows. And he thinks he's real good at it. He had Friday Night Dynamite, had Thursday Thunder, Wednesday Warriors or something like that. I think that was Ian Key's thing, actually, maybe. I don't know. Wednesday Warzone is what it was, I think. And I said, no. I have free will, Van Dweller. That's what I said. I said I have free will. And I refuse to call this stream Friday Night Dynamite. Because low-key, boo. So what did I do? I made it fun. What's fun? Alliteration. And what alliterates with Friday? Fun. So what is it? Friday Fun. And who's it with? Me, Tyler Tetris. That's the rebrand. It's no longer Friday Night Dynamite. It's Friday Fun with Tyler. Thank you for asking. Welcome to the stream. 245 for Blue Scooty. 248 for O. Dynamite rhymes with every night. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. It doesn't actually say Friday Night Dynamite. It's just Friday Dynamite. Which sounds even worse. Hemelizer, 5,000. That's so many numbers. Welcome on in. Just in time for game number 1. Blue Scooty's at 315, 302 for O. Yeah, basically, I rebranded. This is my show now. CTL's mine. I'm taking over. Kingsman scheduled interestingly. And now it's up to me. Evan McCall, thanks for clicking the button. People, exclamation point Matcherino, go click the button. And look, Van Dweller, I have a tip for you. I've been saying this to everyone, event organizers. No one listens to me. I think if you are playing in a tournament that has a Matcherino prize pool with coupon codes, you are not allowed to play in the tournament until you've clicked the button. In Mega Master's case, you would have had all the codes redeemed before you started a match. In CTL, there's 5 divisions of lots of players. You can't play your match until you claim a code. I would get it done so fast you wouldn't have to e-beg like I'm doing right now. Like, please click the code. Please do it. You know? It's just, it would make things so much easier. And of course you disagree. Oh, whatever. All right. 478 for Blue Scooty. 427 for O. Pretty close here, only separated by a couple of Tetris's. The line counts are similar. Goal of the codes is to get actually donors to go there. Players aren't going to donate, so it doesn't serve you to send them there. Wait. Oh. Wait, this guy might be onto something. Wait. This guy might know ball. And Blue Scooty is up a little high. We'll talk about the game for a second here. Blue Scooty gonna have to hit some pretty precise taps here. And if RNG doesn't comply, this could go down in flames, but is doing pretty well so far. And Blue Scooty opens the well just in time, has one more Tetris available for level 19. We'll get the bar for the Tetris and transitions at 538, 477 for O. Transitions 501. You heard it here first, folks. Vandy's explanation is actually Tyler approved. That's actually fantastic reasoning. I've never thought about it. So Vandy knows ball. Hashtag Vandy knows ball. Tetris there for O. Is playing for row 1. When you're rolling, not too bad, at least till you get to 29. At that point, you kind of just want every row you can get. But O will clean it up there. See if he commits to the center well. Looks like he is. Sets up with that T-Skim. Boom! Tetris for O. Fun fact, online facts, there's 2 O's in Boom. And that's his name's O. So 726 for Blue Scooty. Quite a clean board here. Should actually bar players from going there. I get it, because Tetris. That's a good one. That was a good one. If I go and take a look at the scoreboard here. Also, I just realized I saw Cobra on Div 1A, and that made me realize I forgot to say hi to Cobra, because he did say hi to me. So hi, Cobra. I was distracted by talking. Currently, 2-0 in the division, has beaten both Cole and Redshirt in deciders. Blue Scooty 1-0, going 3-1 versus Hydrant. I didn't forget about you, Cobra. I was just distracted. You were there in my noggin this whole time. That's what matters, right? This table is so squeaky. 885 for Blue Scooty. 735 for O. The Blue Scooty has now taken a pretty solid lead, about 150,000 points, 5 or so Tetrises. And Hemelizer 5,000 subscribing at tier 1. Thank you for your subscription, supporting Kingsman, and also me a little bit. A smidge, me a smidge. O set up for a dirty Tetris, quickly gets rid of the setup, then brings it back. He said, I want it so bad. Got it. Got what he asked for. He must be very polite when asking for things. 905 to 855. Scooty maxed out into 27, it seems. It looks like he could be getting, if he doesn't burn, could get a 1.2 into level 29. There's one Tetris. There's two. Is set up for the third. Will the bar show? The answer is nah. Gonna take triple. B69 into level 29. There's a hey now for Omenvoir. I don't usually make that joke, but Omen's my goat, so I gotta bring it up for him. Tetris for Scooty. O goes in A56. O hangs a bit of a bar there on the left. Can he get another over? Got 3. Finally got the third one over. Now the board is clean for both players, but Scooty in the position to score gets a bar and a Tetris. C71. A75 for O. It's clean, but it's kind of doing the opposite strategy of Scooty. It's just surviving, not really setting up for anything. We're going to kind of need to. Scooty showing no signs of stopping here. Now I had 6. Tetris is D20. 1.320. Oh. A89 with the stack rising a little bit. I'm liking these burns. It's bringing it down. And Scooty now in a small situation. If he gets a bar, should be fine, but doesn't. So gonna have to deal with this alternatively. Opens the well, gets a bar, gets a Tetris E23 for Scooty. Tetris for O, B50. But Scooty's board is falling apart a little bit. Gets a bar. Hangs a J to the left. Not much more Scooty can do here. Unless I'm wrong. I've actually seen Scooty survive worse, but gonna top out E71. Oh, you have a bit of a chase down. You need E72. You need to get 7 Tetrises in the next 40 lines. Not much O can do there, though. Gonna top out. We're gonna play Tetris now. So let's go ahead and watch more Tetris. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about watching some Tetris? You guys opposed or? Wait, let me low key. I'm gonna do something sneaky with Scooty's cam here. Hang on. I'm gonna be real sneaky. Don't top out. Boom. That looks a little better. No one will probably notice what I did, but that's okay. Thank you, players, for not topping out. I appreciate it. $96,000 for Scooty. He's jamming. Not into some tunes. Speaking of tunes, Tetris for O, first of all. Nice Tetris there. And another one. Speaking of tunes, I like this song from Peter, Paul, and Mary called Leaving on a Jet Plane. And I learned a while back that John Denver also has a rendition of it. I don't know whose was the original, but I listened to like 2 seconds of John Denver, so I was like, wow, this sucks. But then I was like, frick it. I listened to it today all the way through. It slaps. It slaps. John Denver is actually goated. And then I listened to like 4 more John Denver songs. Like John Denver is actually just goated. Like actually, Country Roads is unironically a bop. Like it was a meme in like high school. People thought it was a meme, but it's like actually a banger, right? Like John Denver actually like didn't miss. I can't lie to you. Of like 5 or 6 songs I heard from him, like they all hit. They all hit. I might have to invest in John Denver stocks. Like he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Tetris for Scooty 301. 265 for O. I actually have not seen O play all that much recently. But he's playing quite well, so it's certainly nice to see. A lot of John Denver when I was younger. I love Country Roads. It's one of my favorites back in the day. I might have been missing out, folks. I don't know. Until today, I had only ever heard Country Roads, which I liked. It was a great song. But, like, bro does not miss. You should see John Denver in one of those Muppet Christmas specials. Oh, that sounds amazing. Wait. I'll have to give that a watch. That sounds like an enjoyable watch. Now I am pretty sure if my memory serves me right, he did die in a plane crash, which is tragic. So that makes that Leaving on a Jet Plane song like a little more ironic, I guess. But his music's great, and that's the important part. The art he left us lives on forever. 465 for Blue Scooty sets up the Vits, but doesn't use the bar.